So Miley Cyrus has got a new lip tattoo. Just getting a tattoo there on her lip of a little Pooh Bear type thing, or I'm sorry, a yellow cat crying a single blue tear. How cool! So trendy. Yeah. Miley Cyrus. I don't really have a problem with her. She's doing a lot of outrageous things to get attention, whatever. But the fact that this is actually news, her getting a tattoo, it's a shame because how is that news? You know, and another issue I have with this is that you like 700,000 people have liked this picture on Instagram. And I don't really have a problem with Miley Cyrus. She makes catchy songs, but we kind of got a serious situation going on in Russia and Ukraine right now. Uh, we could be on the verge of a serious conflict between many countries, and people I just don't think really understand the how immense the situation is, and it worries me because Miley Cyrus is just not important at all, but there she is. See, she's dancing on stage in basically lingerie, which she has the freedom to do that. I don't really care, but I don't have time to care about what she's doing, and neither should anyone else because does it really matter what Miley Cyrus is doing um when when there's someone bombing your country? You ever seen the movie Red Dawn? The original was when Russians invaded our country. And I don't think that's going to happen. I just think that we live in a world with nuclear weapons, and Miley Cyrus is has no significance when it comes to things that actually matter, and it's just a shame that this is actually in the news and that people actually follow her on Instagram or any other celebrity, really. If you follow them on Instagram, just stop following them. If you stop following them, then they won't be in the news. They won't be in the news. And the thing is, once they're in the news, it's just free promotion for them. They don't care. They'll do whatever to, make some noise and get people to like their pictures on Instagram. But really, it has no effect on your daily life. But the Russia situation right now, the Russia and Ukrainian situation right now, may have an effect because our government's saying that, we need to use military action over there. Yeah, military action. We've heard this before. Um, the latest was Syria. We said no to that, which I'm very happy with. But we've been involved in Iraq and Afghanistan for over a decade now, and it doesn't seem like we're getting out of that area anytime soon. It just seems that we want conflict. Our government wants us to be in conflict with other countries, and I have no beef with any other countries except maybe North Korea, but they haven't attacked us yet. So you know what? I'm not going to have a beef with them until they attack us. Then we can blow them up. Okay? Does that make sense? Be on the defensive, not offensive. Okay? So, but if you care about what Miley Cyrus is doing, and you just need to just stop. Like, think about it for a sec. Just think, man, does Miley Cyrus getting a lip tattoo, does that, I mean, should I even be excited about that? Because if you are, if you think it's cool, if you want to read about it, and like her pictures on Instagram, just, I'm not really sure if you have the correct mindset to where, you know, our species can progress because we could be on the verge of World War III. And that's a lot more important, I think, than Miley Cyrus. So I would just encourage all who follow Miley Cyrus on Instagram or Twitter or whatever, or any other celebrities, just stop following them because it's not important. Read about what's going on in international news and what's going on with follow what our government is saying about make taking military action, which we should not take any military action when it comes to Russia, the Ukraine. We should not be involved. But our population is just too caught up in other things like the NCAA tournament that's coming up for college basketball. That does not matter, you know. And really, our government wants another big war. We've seen this coming since Barack Obama got into office, even though he said he was going to discontinue all the wars. Um, the government wants more conflict. War is the health of the state. And so we need to be more involved and more informed about what's going on with our own government. And we need to be vigilant because they're getting reckless and they want conflict, they want a war because we are in a depression right now. They want to distract us from the fact that, 100 million people are on government assistance right now. That's like a third of the country. That is not what our forefathers and ancestors died for. They died for freedom. And so I would just encourage you to not follow Miley Cyrus on Twitter or pay attention to anything that she's doing, and anyone else that is talking about her. Just you should just say, we kind of got a situation, overseas. Uh, Maybe you should look into that instead, because World War III, a potential World War III, is more important. So anyway, Stu Webb signing off. Subscribe.